And we are back at it with part 2 of SojuTalk episode 84, where we get our weekly dose of hot takes, discuss recent K-pop news and events, and give you the state of the nation. Boom! Hot takes with Harold. And if you're joining us for part 2 first, go check out part 1. The summary is, Anita ain't here. We sorry, we dumb. Okay, so hot take with Harold. In this segment, my cousin Hot Take Harold's going to come on and give his weekly hot take. The crew will then react and discuss the hot take Lego, so I will get Hot Take Harold.
All right, so normally this is a point where I will talk with Anita while Harold is coming, but I guess I'm talking to myself today. Well, I hope everyone listening is, doing pretty well. Oh boy, here you are.
Well, I see you have a vacancy for some crew positions, Warren.
No, you don't belong here. Get out.
But the weekly hot take is, quality of lyrics has little relevance for many K-pop fans. Boom.
So the weekly hot take is, quality of lyrics has little relevance for many K-pop fans. I'm assuming we're talking both about I fans and K fans.
Sure, let's do that.
Okay.
All right. I'll go first, right?
Okay, yeah.
I am an I fan. I think that's fairly obvious.
That's obvious.
I am an I fan. My Korean is not that great, right? Especially reading-wise or listening-wise, because I understand basic conversation, but not intricacies and other things, right?
안녕하세요.
Sup. When I personally, I'm only gonna speak for myself here, and then I'll talk about the take. On a personal level, I don't know if this comes as a shock. I really do not care that much for lyrics.
Okay.
I listen to songs for how they sound, because they're songs, right? I think of the vibe. I look at the choreo, as you learned last week. Those are the things that it's important to me. Do I read lyrics? Maybe only for songs that I'm super into, like an Eyes One song, a Twice song, a Luna song. These days, a Dreamcatcher song. But in general, am I reading lyrics? No. That's honestly how it is. I don't know if I'm the crazy one or if that's how everyone is. But for me, like, there's certain things. Number one, it's like, I don't think a lot of times in pure K-pop, the lyrics are anything groundbreaking.
Yeah.
They're not writing epic poems here or something. They might be. But additionally, if I'm reading the translated lyrics, I don't know if like they're doing something cool with the word structure or the rhyming or making interesting references or using some Korean proverbs. I can't tell, right?
Right.
As an American, and like my level of Korean proficiency is pretty good compared to a lot of people, I would say. Even though I think it's trash, but that's just how it is.
You're pretty good. Don't worry.
Now, for me, like lyrics. Like no, going back to the take, is there a correlation between how much you know Korean and how much you probably read lyrics? Probably. I'm sure Koreans are looking at lyrics. Well, they like when they look at the lyrics, they're looking at exactly what they're trying to mean, right?
Yeah.
When, as an I fan, as someone like me, if I'm reading the translated lyrics, like I can get the message of what they're saying, right?
Right.
But I think sometimes in language, a lot of the times ways things are written and the placement and things like that, there's a lot of more stuff going on in the conversation.
Okay. Fair.
Now, are there I fans that do care about lyrics? Of course. I know Anita reads lyrics for a lot of things.
Right.
And if she was here, she'd probably say that she'd be like, this is what she would say. If I look at the wording of the hot take, I don't completely agree, but I don't disagree or agree. All right, that's all. That's the Anita impression you're getting today.
Leave Anita alone.
I'm sorry, Anita. Our friendship has been used for humor. For some people, are lyrics important? For sure. Like, I know a lot of people, that's one of the main highlights for them, right? So, do I think the quality of lyrics has little relevance for many K-pop fans? It depends. I think it depends who you are, but I do think there are, maybe I'm wrong here, but I think there are probably a lot of people like me who don't really care all that much. What about you, Warren?
You know what? I'm going to one-up you say it has no relevance for many K-pop fans.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what?
Explain that.
The only times I pay attention to lyrics is only two scenarios. One, when it's really, really interesting or really good.
Mm-hmm.
And the other, where it's so bad that it takes me out of the experience.
Mm-hmm.
I think a famous example of the second one is probably my reactions to Wanna Slit. Which I recognize that I'm not the majority opinion here. Don't get pissed at me for like the fifth time. And the examples of the first one might be stuff like IU or like Sejong or like a lot of the solo stuff where they're like more able to express themselves.
They diving into topics.
Right. The ones where they're like, this is how I feel as an artist. The thing is that doesn't happen a lot.
I agree.
It's not like every Twice comeback is about like.
I mean, Feel Special was deep, right?
Feel Special was deep, right?
But like, yes or yes, yes. Like, if you're gonna tell me yes or yes is as deep as Feel Special, boy, let me tell you something.
1, 2, 3, let's go. Do you remember that song?
1, 2, 3, let's go. What's that song?
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Okay. Dance the Night Away.
Yeah. Like, it's like K-pop is meant to be popular music. It's not like it was never meant to do a deep dive into your inner philosophy. No, that's not what K-pop is about. And with that in mind, I kind of agree. Quality of lyrics has little relevance for many K-pop fans. However, there are points where they will be a little too cringy, trying to be a little too clever, or trying to use internet tropes or memes when they're a little outdated and stuff like that. At which point it becomes a hindrance for enjoyment for Korean listeners. Probably not for fans unless you watch Korean Twitch for some reason. I don't know. But realistically speaking, they Twice could be singing about any aspect of love and I'll still listen to it,
I agree.
Like, except for a Feel Special. Every Twice comeback main track has been some aspect of love, whether it is I am waiting for you to make the first move, or it is I will make the first move, or it's should we make the first move? And at some point,
or should I tell you? Dude, that's so correct.
I know. It's like what is the first move? Like, it's so at that point it's like, all right, this is one dimension is how deep we're gonna get here. We're not gonna deep dive into the economy is ruined. That's not what these songs are gonna talk about. So nobody expects that to begin with. It's like
I do think though there are groups that do have deeper lyrics though.
No, I'm not.
Especially like for instance, a lot of the BTS stuff as of late has been very deep, I would say. Okay, what are you gonna say?
I'm gonna say potentially not the most positive things about BTS, and I want to say I'm not the minority opinion here in Korea with this. There have been multiple incidents. Not incidents. Instances. I can't speak English today. I'm sorry. There has been multiple instances where a lot of casual fans in Korea kind of point to BTS lyrics as being a little cringy. Or a little too cheesy or
getting
corny.
Too deep for the sake of getting deep.
Yeah, and
look, I think that's fair, honestly.
Yeah. And we honestly might be crazy for saying that. I don't know.
It might a lot have to do with the word choice and the sentence choice, because like as a fan, I get the messaging though, right? Like the broad picture of what they're saying, which is two totally different things. Like the broad message, and if you go line by line, what are you saying? Two totally different things.
Right. And that being said, BTS does have some good lyrics. Like ARM's, Mono had some interesting stuff in it in terms of thematic themes. I'm not trying to say anything.
Thematic themes. Okay, fam. Thematic themes. Verticality.
Lyrical themes. Big brains today only. Big brains.
Yep, big brains.
Yeah, but I mean, when I'm listening to K-pop, at the end of the day, I'm not trying to listen to how they started from the bottom,
So you're not trying to get educated sometimes when you listen to K-pop.
No. There's an artist in Korea called XXX. They're a duo, a rapper and a producer. If you pay attention to what I say about hip hop on the podcast, I've probably mentioned them 2 or 3 times. Very experimental in terms of both rap style and production. And they are wonderful, and their lyrics are very deep. It's very much about nihilism and like the lack of direction they have within the industry because they do something that is so minor.
That's kind of interesting. That's a social commentary of their own situation.
Right. There's a lot of social commentary, and it's like not all hip hop is like that. There's, let's talk about Sick K. Not every Sick K song is about, existentialism. A lot of it's about my girlfriend.
Like Mome is about a girl having a nice body.
Yeah,
essentially. It's literally like Jay Park's Mome is literally about that girl has a nice bod. That's what that song is.
So I'm not gonna point fingers here and like say like it's bad or anything. No, K-pop inherently is meant to be enjoyed lightly. I'm not gonna
Let's put it this way. As an iFan, I read through articles. I read through reviews of songs in order to prep. Right. I look at the comment sections. I don't think I've ever seen. Man, I really like this song, but the lyrics though. Like I see sometimes I like this song, but what was that word choice? I think that's more common. But I don't see anyone like iFans. I don't see us saying like, man, I would like that song only if they chose different lyrics. I don't think I've ever seen that.
So I think we're all in agreement here, whether you understand Korean directly or not, unless there is a big hindrance in the lyrical word choice or the vocabulary. Kind of just kind of go.
Yeah. I think it was important that we made the distinction between meaning and lyrics. Right? Two totally different things, because as I said, meaning is this, what is this song telling me? Right? Lyrics are, how are they telling me this? Ooh, I'm getting a little smart right there. Ooh.
English time here.
But I think that's a very important distinction, because I think that the lyrics may not have a lot of relevance, but the meaning does. You don't even agree with that, though?
No, I agree with that.
Okay. Although, though, sometimes, like honestly, Aizwood could be singing about doing laundry, and I'd be like, yeah, laundry! I get the light stick out, I'll be like, laundry! But at the same time, like, let's say they did have a laundry song, and I'm like, what is up with this laundry song, right? And then would I be like, man, the way she described putting the detergent in ruined it for me. I don't think I would ever say that.
No, you would probably never say that.
I would never say that, let's be honest. But
now, that being said, there has been incidents where we've been like, okay, the lyrics are poo and the meaning is poo too.
Okay, that's fair. I think that's that, because like they are correlated. They are different, but like not distinct.
They're not independent. They kind of play with each other. They're kind of relevant on each other. Jumping and popping, dropping.
Okay. But
what a
that is an instance where okay.
That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah,
that might be an instance where the meaning isn't the most relevant and the lyric choice was kind of interesting. Like
I would actually say the meaning doesn't really do anything, but the lyrics do, because it gets you going.
Okay, I see that. But at the end of the day, the take was quality of lyrics has little relevance for many K-pop fans. In my opinion, like, to sum it up, I would say that's probably true, right?
Yeah.
But I think that what's more important is that the meaning of the songs, I think, because that's more surface level, and I think that might have way more relevance to K-pop fans, whether you are whether you're a Korean speaker or not.
That's a very good way to put it, Doug. I agree with you.
Okay, let's move on to news and events from last week. So the news and events, we recorded last Monday, right? So the way it works is the three of us, we meet up at 7 p.m. Eastern, right?
Yep.
We talk about how we're doing for like 15-20 minutes as we test the audio, make sure nothing's terrible, fix technical problems even though they still leak into the podcast. But then we record. Recording probably takes, you get like an hour, 40-minute podcast. Recording's probably going to take hour 50, maybe 2 hours, right?
Right.
Then we sit here, we talk about our lives. Warren is our editor, so he either edits the night of or the following day. Last week it was the night of. So we're sitting here hanging out talking about stuff. Warren's like, I'm going to do some editing. Our Discord started blowing up. There was so much news to the point where Warren had to add that insert last week.
Hi, Warren here.
Now, I know that these news stories are at this point, by the time you're listening it, like 8 to 9 days old. But they are still the most relevant news stories since we last recorded. So that is what we're going to be talking about. So the first one. Irene and Seulgi, Red Velvet unit. So Seulgi and Irene are set to debut as Red Velvet's first unit group on April 21st. I think it's SPO TV News reported.
TV.
What?
SPO TV.
Supo TV News reported that Seulgi and Irene are gearing up to make their unit debut and are in the final stages of preparation for their album. Prior to Red Velvet's debut, the two garnered attention for their performance video Be Natural through SM Rookies. I still remember that one, Fuego. SM later confirmed the report stating Seulgi and Irene are preparing their first unit album. The release date will be revealed once it is finalized. So it is confirmed on their social media. It's happening. And it's important to note that the Irene Seulgi unit will be Red Velvet's first since their debut back in 2014.
Yo.
Bro.
When was the last time you saw a female duo unit? Never.
It's been a while.
Never. That's not a thing.
Duo unit, you're saying specifically?
Yeah, two people.
There's probably an example, but I can't think of it off of the top of my head.
I leave a comment if you can think of any. But I can't think of any. I'm super excited. Yo, like
Well,
okay.
Wait, did Wiki Mickey, Doyeon, and Yoojung do anything just the two of them, or was it when they collabed with the Uju Sonyo girls?
That doesn't count. That doesn't
Okay.
count. That's four people.
Okay.
Yeah.
That being said,
yo,
bro,
yo, okay,
bro, okay, hype trade.
Stop.
All right.
We've been saying yo for
let's talk about this. Seulgi, I think is the most people would say performance-wise the best. I'm not gonna say she's the best member of Red Velvet, but I think in terms of like talent, a lot of people rank her very highly in that group. That's just how it is.
Yep.
Irene, although a lot of times people attribute her as a like straight visual and leader, right? She was initially known for her dance skill with Seulgi back in the Be Natural phase.
Yeah.
And she's been releasing some dance clips online which have been nuts. Like don't like I know Irene is beautiful. I get it. We all know this. It's objective here, right? Give the girl some credit for her skills though, please.
Yeah.
Don't look at her just for her visuals. Look at her as a talent and as an artist. That's all I'm asking for. But this Seulgi Irene unit, fuego. Bro, if this is anything. So Red Velvet has the red releases and the velvet releases. Well, they initially did. Where red was like Balgamat, where velvet was more like automatic. If we get a velvet release and it is Seulgi and Irene and it's sexy, game over. Right? Shut it down.
Yeah.
Game over.
It has to be one of those like. I know people hate it when I mention Bad Boy, but like Bad Boy or like what is the recent one?
Psycho.
Psycho.
If it's anything like those, game over.
Man, yo.
And now here's the thing. It's like, it's good because I don't think Red Velvet wants to have a direct comeback right now because Wendy's she's in recovery, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think it would be fair for her to like. I would feel bad if she didn't get to contribute to a release right now.
Yeah.
Just pointing that out there.
Yeah.
So it's something to do for them. Now, is it a little bit of a shame that Yeti and Joy don't get to do something right now? Yeah, but like, be happy with what we got going, right? I think that's the message here. I am super excited for this.
I feel like K-pop groups are like more open to doing new things when they're doing unit songs or like solo songs.
Yep.
So while I did mention Psycho and Bad Boy earlier, I kind of want them to experiment a little bit, do something that's very new, that's very out of the blue. And for like...
I want something like Automatic, to be honest.
Oh,
that was...
nothing really wrong with Automatic, I guess. Yeah, that'd be pretty dope.
But you want something new?
I want something new. Because like, what if they did something like, one of those like noise music songs from NCT? What if they did something like that,
Okay, I see you.
Yeah. What if they went like full like, 808 trap music here? They could do that. SM is one of those companies where like they'll try a lot of different things, and most of the times it's like pretty
they
well made.
So the NFL draft was recent, like it happened this past weekend, where they pick college American football players to go play in the pros.
Yeah.
And a big thing they do, I mentioned this before, is floor and ceiling. Where's the minimum your song's gonna be? Where's your potential?
Right.
Just because they're SM, the floor is so high that they have the leeway to experiment. It would be cool to see if they do it here. And I know that we are super biased because we're big fans of Irene and Seulgi, but how can you not be excited for this, right? All right, let's move on. Right. The second giant news that happened last Monday when we were editing was the Monsta X Kihyun and Uju Sonyo Bona dating? So there's a bunch of exclamation points and question marks. So on April 20th, Sports Joseon reported that Monsta X Kihyun and Uju Sonyo Bona are in a relationship. They also stated that the two have apparently been close friends since their trainee days and began dating 5 years ago.
Oh my God.
The two idols are allegedly very careful on their dates, choosing quiet and private locations such as Shinsadong or taking drives in Kihyun's car. I don't know how they know that. Sounds a little creepy. Sports Joseon also reported that Kihyun and Bona recently vacationed together on Jeju Island with some of their close friends. Later, though, Starship came out and denied the report, stating Kihyun and Bona are nothing more than Sunbae Hubaes under the same agency. Rumors that they have been dating for 5 years or that they have recently vacationed together are completely false.
Okay, so officially it's not true.
For the record, yes.
They were just false allegations. Okay.
Man.
There's not much to say, to be honest.
I like when there's like dating news and whatever. I don't know if it's because we're lonely, but when there's dating news, it's interesting. Like, let's be straight up here.
Oh man!
If we think about it, back in the beginning of 2019, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got the Jenny Kai Inkigayo sandwich. That was a big deal. And then we had more recently Kang Daniel Jiho, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we also had Hichol Momo. I'm not saying this is at that level, but like any dating news is spicy. Or Chen, the whole Chen situation too, right?
Right.
That was kind of any dating news is spicy. But some interesting things. Let's just take them at their word that it's not true.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, if the most interesting thing to me is 5 years. 5 years? We talking 5 years? Monsta X debuted in 2015. Uju Sonyo debuted in 2016. That would mean, at least for Bona, she was dating him before they debuted.
Ooh, that's
now
spicy.
We've had some discussions in the past about what we think should happen with idols and dating. Personally, my opinion is you want to build up the brand so I can justify sacrificing dating for 3 years. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because of the hustle.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I don't know though.
Here's the thing. I kind of have mixed feelings about that opinion.
I agree.
Because,
yeah.
If they, they could be all about the work-life balance.
As long I think it's not that I disagree with it, but it's how the public will perceive it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because the perception is, why aren't you hustling? This is your dream. You could sacrifice your years 18 to 21 and date later. That's essentially the argument, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I was wishing they would confirm this because, the implications would have been spicy.
Man, okay. There weren't any photos, right? So, like, even if it's true, they're still going to deny it. I'm not saying it's true.
I don't know if there were no photos. I don't remember. I did not look that up. Let me do a quick Google search here because I'm sure there's lots of images now. Not really. I ain't seeing images.
Yeah. Look.
Another thing, right?
Okay.
People were wondering if they were dropping these type of news because you know how Korea has that tendency to drop news when things are happening, world events. As many people know, also the Kim Jong-un being sick news started this like around the same exact time.
Okay, we're stepping into conspiracy theory here, but that's okay.
I ain't putting on my tinfoil hat, but there's been a correlation between interesting entertainment news and interesting big news in Korea.
Yep. It's kind of statistically very high whenever there's a political movement or like some law getting passed through or like something's happening.
Big entertainment news drops.
Big entertainment news drops out of nowhere.
So at the end of the day, let's just say, all right, let's just assume we'll trust the company because there's been no further developments, right? So it's been like this was quashed, but let's just say it was fun while it lasted.
It was fun for like the 2 hours while I was editing. I was like, so excited.
I know, right?
We should have recorded that. Remember how excited I was?
Bro, we were flipping out.
Yo.
We were going nuts. But
oh man, you and I are very lonely right now. Oh man.
Shut up. But now let's move on to past news follow-up. So we're just going to give some updates on some other things we've covered in the past. So SM Entertainment and Neighbors Beyond Live released the full concert lineup now. So number one last week, I know it might have been confusing, but this is essentially pay-per-view. They're going to have a concert. You buy to watch it remotely. That is literally what this is, right? So
Really?
Super
Pay-per-view?
M, what?
Really? Pay-per-view?
We'll
Okay,
get to
go
that.
on.
So Super
Okay,
M performed first back on April 26th, and they will now be followed by Wavy on May 3rd, NCT Dream on May 10th, and NCT 127 on May 17th. Fans will be able to watch the SM Entertainment's group perform through Beyond Live for a digital concert experience, and the concert content will be posted online after the live streams, right after, it seems. Each concert costs about 1,500 coins, which is about $27 USD. But here's the thing. So, as I mentioned, Super M had their first Beyond Live concert on April 26th. Over 75,000 people paid to watch that from 109 countries. And it generated a gate, which means revenue of over 2 million USD, which is more than their concert they had at the Forum in LA earlier in the year.
Wow, that's a making bank.
Yes.
So, quick question: is it like I have to pay every time I want to watch it, or like once I purchase, I can just watch it whenever I want all the time?
Each one, buddy.
So let's say I paid $27, I watch it. The next night, I'm like, I want to watch it again. I gotta pay the 27 again.
I don't know how that. No, it goes online by that time. You're paying for the experience.
Oh, okay. So I only pay once.
So you pay once, right? Let's say the concert's tonight after we record. You watch the concert. And then the concert's going to be posted online in the next couple of days.
And when it's posted online, it's free at that point?
Yes.
Oh,
so,
okay.
I know people are outraged because of the money. It's essentially what happens with like American pay-per-view sporting events, right?
Yeah.
Like UFC, which is a fighting league. They're like, we're going to have a pay-per-view on Sunday, right? You pay, you hang out with your friends or whatever. You can't do that right now, but you hang out, you watch that. And then a lot of the clips of the fights go online like right after, right?
Okay.
That's essentially what this is.
Okay. So $27 is the ability to watch it live.
Yeah, and like I don't know what else happens because I didn't watch it specifically, but you pay upfront $27 to sit there and watch this while they're performing in Korea.
Okay.
I don't know. It seems a lot.
I guess it's cheaper than going to the concert.
For sure.
But like I ain't getting the full concert experience, you know? Like concerts is like but the thing with the concert is like I go, I know that everyone else there is also a fan. I can scream at the top of my lungs. I can't do that at home. You know, my family's going to judge me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think... No, it's not you can't. You don't want to.
Yeah.
You can. You can,
okay,
bro.
I can technically run around, you know, buck naked if I want. But I won't because it is against social norms and that's very embarrassing.
Let's just put it this way. If there was a not a Red Velvet, a Rocket Punch live concert happening on Saturday...
I'm paying $27.
Okay, that's what I thought. If I had one, I'd be paying it. So
yeah,
and I don't think you could rag on anyone for paying it because if you're a fan and you want to spend your money, it's your money. Spend how you want, right?
Yeah, I will say though, it is a little expensive. $27.
$27 a lot. But next one, bopping 4's agency issued a statement after meeting with the politician Kim Gun-tae in regards to the chart manipulation, right? So they explained that the song that was in question was an OST that Bol 4 recorded in the past, and they clarified that they had no connection to the marketing, copyright, or rights to the song, and they belonged to the drama OST production company and not Bol 4.
Okay, so even if there was manipulation, it
wasn't them. Agency. They didn't deny the manipulation. They just said it's like it wasn't us. Why are you getting angry at us, right?
Okay.
Side note: that politician Kim Gun-tae, who brought up all the chart manipulation charges 2 weeks ago, lost his election. So big oof. Big oof. Next one, prosecutors are going to be reinvestigating the vote manipulation allegations for Produce 101 Season 2, also known as Broduce. This was after determining that the police failed to investigate the case properly during the original procedures. We don't know what's going on there. The last update is that today on April 27, the case against YG, the man himself, for interference in the investigation regarding BI's alleged drug purchase investigation, the case was forwarded to prosecutors with the recommendation for him to be indicted by the police.
Interesting.
Oh, no. Not for him to be indicted by the police, for him to be basically get a punishment from the judges, right? That's what I meant.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay.
So that case was basically, they had that investigation. Apparently it's witness tampering. It's not witness tampering, but he was like covering things up. That's the allegation.
Yeah.
We don't know. We'll have to see what happens. So those are the updates. Other than the updated Beyond Live, I don't think there's too much to talk about there. it's all kind of straightforward.
I guess we'll find out if there was manipulation in Brutus.
They kind of said there was already, I thought, but at this point, I think you're beating a dead horse because it's what's been.
Yeah, let's be real. Season 1 probably had it as well.
All right, so the only thing I could see is that the PDs would get more punishment, but I don't think it's really in relation to the show anymore, but just the punishment.
Yeah,
but,
what are you gonna do? Disband Dice 1?
Oh, I was offended.
Impossible, yeah. It's too late.
But in terms of quick takes now, the number of coronavirus cases in Korea has risen to a total over 10,728 with a reported 242 deaths at the time of this recording. I moved it over to quick takes now because there's honestly not that many relevant articles because it seems like Korea has a pretty good control of what's going on.
Seems like
there's like less. They've had a streak of almost 10 days with less than 20 cases a day. So they've handled it. Here in the US, we're kind of opening things up. I don't know if that's the best idea, but
We'll see what happens.
Yep. But on April 21st, BTS announced the Break the Silence docuseries will be released on Weverse and features footage from the Love Yourself and the Speak Yourself World Tours. The premiere is set to take place on May 12th at 9 p.m. Korean Standard Time, with pre-orders beginning on April 28th. So it seems like it's a docuseries that you're going to have to pay for, but it's a real behind-the-scenes look at their tours, which I think is pretty cool if you're a BTS fan. Because if IZ*ONE had this... Well, IZ*ONE doesn't have a tour. But if we had a tour and there was a docuseries, I'd pay for that. Are you kidding?
How much would you pay for it? Would you pay $27?
If it was a 10-part series, maybe. 10-part series with 15-minute or 30-minute episodes, I'd pay for that.
Okay. That makes
Next, following her departure from JYP Entertainment last year, Park Ji-min has signed an exclusive contract with Warner Music Korea and will continue sharing music as a solo artist under the name Jamie.
Wow.
Warner Music Korea, they're not big in the K-pop game, but they're kind of big as a company.
They're kind of bigger in the indie scene.
Yeah.
Or like the hip hop, I guess. Scene.
Is it like Warner Brothers? Is that literally what it is? Or is it a different Warner?
I think it's technically that, except they're not super big in Korea. They're super big in Japan. I know they have direct relations with Warner Music Japan.
Okay.
But I don't know about Warner, like the Warner Bros. I don't know. They might be. I have no clue.
Here's news that dropped like today. It's actually massive. BTS's Chungha has produced and will feature in IU's new surprise collaboration single set for May 6th.
Wow.
That's a lot to unpack.
That's sick.
Right? It's going to be good.
That's going to be crazy.
Also, because it's Chungha, he's gonna be rapping, I would assume, right?
Right.
Is this gonna be a fast-paced song or a slow song? A lot of things can happen.
I would think it's like one of those like funky songs that IU did a while ago. You know,
that's what a lot of people are hoping for.
Yeah.
My friend. All right, next one. Blackpink confirmed to feature on Lady Gaga's upcoming album. So
what?
As revealed by Target's website, Lady Gaga's new album will contain 19 songs, of which one is called Sour Candy, that will feature Blackpink.
Okay, hold up. You said Target confirmed this?
Yeah, so Target released, this is the album you could pre-order. And here's the track list. So that's how they did it.
Okay. Target the grocery store. Got you. Okay.
Yeah, the mega store.
Okay.
It's interesting how they're featuring on a Lady Gaga song before their own comeback. I said it, but it happened.
No, it is weird. Let's be real.
All right, here, the last one. Mnet to launch new hip-hop reality show called Good Girl. So what happened was they released this teaser that had only the letters GG, and it says, "You don't know what I know," and everyone thought it was something to do with Girls' Generation. It just had GG.
Okay, I mean, yeah, GG's
but
Girls'
people
Generation.
were skeptical because number one, it's Mnet. Number two, Mnet and SM don't have the best relationship, so people are like, I wonder what this is.
Yeah.
So it's apparently a hip-hop reality show called Good Girl, so everyone got their hopes up for nothing, and it will be an underground. So essentially, underground and idol rappers will participate as one team and try to win prizes. It has already been reported that Girls' Generation's Hyoyeon will be one of the contestants.
What?
Yeah, and people think Yeon from CLC is another one.
Wait, who are gonna be the underground rappers? There's plenty of female idol rappers. Don't get me wrong, but like, how many underground female artists are there?
What if Jackie Y shows up?
Oh my god!
I know the Jackie Y hype train has decreased significantly.
She's not super active nowadays, but I mean, if Jackie Y is on it, I would watch.
Yeah, so we'll have to see. It was just like a big oof because everyone was like, Girls' Generation? And then they didn't get it.
Apparently, the catchphrase of this show is, "We are a team. This is not a competition."
No.
No, I'm being real with you. That's the
They
real
directly quoted
catchphrase.
Jesse.
No. Jesse said, "We're not a team. This is a competition." The catchphrase is, "We are a team. This is not a competition."
That's even cringier.
I know. That's really.
Oh my god. All right, but Warren, we are at comebacks and releases. Hit us with them.
It's my turn. April 28th on Tuesday. 공원 소녀 is coming back. Girls in the Park. Super excited. April 29th on Wednesday. We got NCT Dream coming back. It's gonna be the last one without Mark. May 2nd, Saturday, Fanatics is coming back. May 4th.
May 4th.
May 4th on Monday. Astro is coming back, as well as Taeyeon with a solo comeback.
So you remember Taeyeon was supposed to come back, but then unfortunately her father died, so she delayed it. That's what we're getting now.
It's surprising a lot faster than I expected. Confirmed comeback news. We have IU featuring Suga on May 6th.
This one's crazy. Natty.
All right, Natty coming back with a solo debut on May 7th from Swing Entertainment. Day 6 coming back on May 11th. Chungha collabing with Zion T on May 12th. NCT 127 coming back on May 19th. Kim Woo-seok solo debut on the May 25th. TXT coming back in mid-May. Park Ji-hoon confirmed for late May. Baekhyun of EXO confirmed for late May. And Cho Seung-yoon of Woods. Woods? Is that how I say
No,
it?
that's his stage name. He's the guy from Produce 611. Jo Seung-yoon.
I didn't know he had a stage name. Well, Woods, aka Cho Seung-yoon, previously in Produce X101, is coming back in the summer.
A quick update. So TXT, they did confirm a date today. I remember seeing it earlier.
Oh, wow.
It is May 18th is when they will be coming back.
Oh, wow.
Not the signing with Swing Entertainment and having a solo debut was interesting. Unexpected.
Nadi has an interesting arc, right? Like
So
she was in
JYP as a trainee.
16.
And she was on 16 where she technically outplaced Momo until the finale.
Right.
That was the story arc they had. It was crazy. And then, she went back to Thailand.
Oh, she
and
went
then
back to Thailand. Okay.
Then she showed up on Idol School,
right.
where she did not make from as 9. And
Right.
now she got signed with Swing, which is connected to Mnet, and she's gonna have a solo debut.
Okay, let's backtrack a little bit because on the show, on the documentary around the manipulations, they revealed that people who didn't make it to Fromis 9 and Idol School, a bunch of them were offered, hey, we want to help you guys. Why don't you guys sign with our company, like Off the Record or Swing Entertainment? She didn't sign back then. Now she suddenly signed for Swing.
And she's getting a debut all of a sudden, fam?
Yo, how did this happen?
We have no clue, but it happened. And there's she has social media accounts. She's releasing choreo that she's doing.
It's gotta be badass.
It had to be in the works,
crush, right?
Oh yeah, and it had to be in the works for a while. But
Right.
she's been around for a long time, and it's crazy that she's finally getting to debut.
Oh man, I think she might be the first female solo artist in mainstream K-pop that is not Korean. Somi is kind of half, right? It's so excluding Somi. She's fully not Korean. This is the only time this has ever happened. This is crazy.
It might be. There's
Truly
a
breaking
couple
boundaries.
if you count Yukika or something. But
Okay, she's not mainstream K-pop. I was exactly thinking about Yukika.
Fair.
Yeah.
All right, we are at State of the Nation. Couple things before we get to Warren and I. We're gonna have a talk about something. So the first thing, I've been listening to that April song. Y'all know, LALALILALA. Listen to that. Number 2, Youth by You's been going on. Bro, it's getting good. There was a group. Let's put it this way.
Okay.
If Sejong, Somi, and Yujong ended up in the same 5-member group on season 1, it happened on that show.
Oh, that's monopolization.
So Jinlin, Snow Kong, and Baby Monster, that's her name. Anchi, that's her Chinese name.
Baby Monster.
Yeah, Jinlin.
Oh man.
But so they're these kids are all in the top 10-ish range. They're all super talented. I think they're probably in top 5 most talented people on that show. All 3 of them.
Uh-huh.
They ended up in a group together for this one challenge. It was bananas. So look that up. It was just the whole story arc. They didn't have much story that way because it was like you learn the song that you didn't do already. You do it in the dance studio. So there's no costumes. It's just a small performance, quick round. The whole arc was that the other team knew they were gonna lose. that was the arc.
Yo, that's so depressing.
They got wrecked. There was 4 mentors. It went 4-0.
Were they at least like, we're gonna, I know the opponents are really strong, but we're gonna give it our best shot. Did they do that, or were they like?
That was it. But they were like, "Yo, we gonna lose."
Oh, that's so sad.
So that was that. But let's get to the thing I wanted to talk about now. So we mentioned this a while ago. Yeah, they dropped Superstar games. Woolims dropped internationally.
Yep.
And then the Superstar game for IZ*ONE dropped, I think a little less, maybe a week by now ago. Okay, we hear yours. So these Superstar games are pretty much, it's like, y'all know what DDR is, or rhythm-based games. It's a rhythm-based game on your phone where you play rhythm games to songs from the relevant group in the version you have, right? So for Warren, he's doing Superstar Woolim. So he has like Golden Child song, Rocket Punch song, Infinite song, things like that.
And Lovely's.
Lovely. Superstar IZ*ONE's just IZ*ONE, which is great. Let's just have a conversation about this.
Okay.
The side game of the game is collecting cards, right?
Well, is it though? I kind of see it as card collecting as the main game and the rhythm-based game as the side game.
All right, but essentially there's like cards in tiers from C to S, right?
No. There's R.
Oh, see, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Okay.
Number one, this is only in Japan and Korea, so I had to use an app to get it. So let me explain how to get it. It's not illegal, but if you have an Android phone, right, and you need to get this, there's an app called QOO app, one word, QOO app, right? With that app, you can download apps from Asia, essentially. So therefore, you can download Superstar IZ*ONE, which right now is only in Korea and Japan. Problem is, whole game's going to be in Korean if you choose Korean, or Japanese if you choose Japanese. It's tough. I have no clue what's going on. Jacob on our server, the Viking Lord himself, he explained to me at the bottom of the cards, there's like moons or like a snowflake or a flower, right?
Right.
So the way this works is you get these cards, right? You unlock cards through points and things like that. You play the songs to get more points. And that's essentially it, right?
Right.
The way it works in this IZ*ONE one is you have to assemble like a team of 5 to go into, I'm not going to call it battle, to go into the song with, right?
Okay.
And it seems that each of the song is correlated to one of those symbols on the bottom.
Interesting. That's very different from my system.
You don't got that?
No. Flowers. What are you talking about?
Really? Okay. You don't got that.
Okay, let me talk about Superstar Ulim, right? Because like I know that this system is pretty much identical to Superstar JYP and Superstar SM and all those company-based ones. Maybe it's different for group-based ones. Basically, I can collect teams of cards, right? There's a Rocket Punch team, there's a Golden Child team, there's a K team because K has a solo. There's a Lovely's, Namuyeon had a solo, so I can collect all Namuyeon cards and put them into teams. And whenever I play a song by Rocket Punch,
that's what you gotta pick.
Right, it automatically picks Rocket Punch. I don't have any other choice.
You know what? This flower, the symbol system is the equivalent of what you're talking about.
Okay.
So if you look on the screen, I got my flower team. You see on the bottom? So this is the flower. I don't have good cards. I have an S Hitomi though.
Bees. What is this?
Bro, I've played 2 songs, I think, so far.
Look, okay. I haven't played that much either. I have a S rank Rocket Punch team. I don't know if you can tell.
Who you missing there?
I have one A card, which is Jury.
Okay.
It's so annoying. I have so many K cards. I love K. She's great. I love Lovely's. But I have too many K cards.
Can I play something? Because Warren was jelly. So if you look at YouTube, on the IZ*ONE version, you get to pick a bias who appears on the home screen. And you can click then, and she'll say phrases. So let me play some Hitomi phrases.
Does she actually say the phrases?
So it cycles through a bunch of them. Warren just left because he's so outraged that the Eyes One game they get phrases. BS. So now the last thing I want to know is this. I got question. Hey, he took the headphones off. Hey, okay, there you back.
BS.
What I want to know now is how do I get more cards by just opening up packs with my points?
Okay, again, it might be different because you're playing Eyes One version, which is wildly different. You get speaking characters. For Woolim at least, or for JYP, here's how you get cards. You can buy them with actual money or in-game money.
Wait, you could buy specific cards?
No. You have to open packs.
Okay, packs.
Remember back in the day when Yu-Gi-Oh was a thing? You have to buy like Yu-Gi-Oh packs. You can't buy Exodia off the bat. You can do that. On most of the company-based games, if you play a song that you've never played before and complete it, regardless of how many stars you get like a single C card.
Okay.
You can upgrade a C card up until 5 stars by feeding it more C cards or whatever cards you want. For example, let's say I had a C rank, Suyun of Rocket Punch. I can feed 5 cards into it. It might fail a couple times. I might need to put in 6 songs or 7 songs, so I can enhance it into a 5-star C card. I can combine 2 C 5-star cards and make a single B-star card. B rank card with 1 star.
Bro, I can't believe. Oh my god! So I have that kind of system.
I have to upgrade the 1-star B card to a 5-star B card, combine it with another 5-star B card, and get an A card with 1 star. And then after that is S, and then after that is R. Now, you can do that, or I'm sure it's happening because the game is new. There are a bunch of events going on.
Yeah, there are.
Where they'll be like, okay, achieve this mission, and we'll give you a pack of a pack of 20 cards or something, and it guarantee 1 S card or something like that.
This is one of those games that might consume my life.
It's a gacha game. It's what it is.
It's similar to the FIFA game in Korea. That's like that.
Yep. Now you could just grind the heck out of everything
and get points and keep opening cards.
Right, but that's gonna take forever. Or
you don't get that many points. You don't.
I spent about $7 on the game.
Oh my god!
Not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money. The game is free to play, but I wanted better cards. I wanted to complete my team of Rocket Punch. I still don't have my S jury.
You know what the crazy thing is on this Eyes One game? I know because I accidentally made 2 accounts because I think my when you download the game you have to download the music obviously.
Right.
It was corrupted the first time, so I re-downloaded it, so it made me a new account for some reason. It gave me S Hitomi twice, so I think it gave you your bias as an S card.
I hope you complete all your teams except you have like a B tier Samu. That's what you're gonna get. B tier Trey 1.
Do you find this fun though? That was
Here's the thing. I actually have a thing for rhythm games. Like I used to play a lot of rhythm games back.
I'm bad at this.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have to get better if you want.
I tried
cards,
normal.
Man.
I failed.
Normal's so easy.
Shut up. There was one thing where there was a connecting bar, right? There was a hold, right? And then it moved and it came back. Am I supposed to just hold and do that?
Wait, is your thing Osu style or is there like vertical style? I mean horizontal style.
It's coming from the top down.
Right, stuff comes from the top to the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you have to hold and like move it along.
Move. Okay. Yeah, I had no clue what was going on.
Are your notes also orange and blue?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, one. Are there 2 colors of notes?
I don't think so.
Okay.
There's a couple colors. Yeah, orange is hold and then blue is normal, I think.
Right. Orange is hold. Whatever you do, just follow it. It might start getting funky. Like there's a lot of these sometimes if it's get really difficult.
I think at this point in this conversation, we've convinced a lot of people to either say hell no to this game or want to download it.
Here's the thing. There is one benefit of playing all this.
Oh God, is there a
benefit?
benefit?
Me losing my mind over not getting S jury. I have listened to most of the discography from Golden Child, Infinite, and Lovelies at this point.
That's true.
I actually know a lot of Infinite songs and Golden Child songs now, and I really I always felt kind of bad because like they're from the same company, but I wasn't really familiar with what they do.
Now you know Infinite's good.
내꺼 하자
Ja.
내가 널 사랑해. Oh, it's a great song.
Would
Yeah.
the one thing that's unfortunate is this game's gonna force me to listen to Buenos Aires.
That's a good thing.
I mean, I might just mute the game when that happens.
That's gonna be so difficult.
Whatever. Hopefully by that point I'm good at this game. But I think that's enough superstar talk. We can run about 10 minutes more. Do you got anything to say? What have you been doing?
I didn't get to say anything about my life.
Oh, okay. Well,
In my road to
I thought this
K-pop.
game was your life these days.
Okay, no. I've played it for about a good maybe 8 hours total. That's
Okay. You
It's
can
not
go
little,
now.
but-
I'll be
okay.
opening up packs.
Taehyun from Rocket Punch.
Yes.
It's her birthday when this episode drops. So happy birthday.
Can I say something?
Oh yeah, sure. Go
Real
ahead.
quick. I watched Dancing Idol
Yeah.
this past week. That was the show hosted by Shindong
Yeah.
and
Shindong and Yua.
Yua, and they had
Yeah.
idol groups come on and dance. They had
Yeah.
Cherry Bullet, Rocket Punch. Oh God, I'm blanking. One Us. They had Only One Of, and I'm blanking on whoever else was on that show.
Okay,
But they
okay.
had a bunch of groups. Can you look that up real quick? They had a bunch of groups on Dancing Idol. It was Cherry Bullet was the other girl group, and I'm missing a guy group. I think.
You mentioned
Very,
Trouble.
very, very, very. That
very,
was it.
very okay.
But they did cover dances. It was a really good show. Like
I didn't watch the full episode. Okay.
it was really good. They did so the first thing, everyone covered a song. Second thing they did was they had random play dance challenge with 2 kids from each team. It got bananas. There's some kids in that group that are like extreme. There's a girl, I think her name is Remy from Cherry Bullet. Fantastic dancer. Shout out to her. But if they did these cover competitions more often, I'd be so down. But I think it was a one-off originally planned for like Solal that just happened. But you can go now, Warren.
So yeah, happy birthday to Taehyun.
Oh yeah, the whole point I was making with that Dahyun was on it. I think that was the point I was making.
It's her birthday when this episode drops. Happy birthday. Other thing is I've been consuming a lot of YouTube content last weekend by this girl named Yukika, which I've mentioned every now and then on the podcast. She's like a Japanese girl in Korea doing a solo thing. We mentioned her earlier. She's only had 2 songs so far, both of which were city pop bangers. And she has nice songs. That was about it, And then she starts showing up on this league-based variety YouTube channel.
Oh God.
Where she's playing League. And it's I'm not gonna lie, she's a little more funky than I expected. She might be a little crazy, but in a funny way. It's very enjoyable. I know they have English subs. So go look it up. I know the channel name is Loud G. And if you look up Yukika, it'll show up. Trust me, even if you don't watch League, it's kind of entertaining to watch. So check it out. There was a recent episode where she collabed with Kim Mina, who is the girl from Workman right now. And the League content is kind of what put her on the map to begin with. And it's kind of like watching 2 crazy girls just go off for like 10 minutes. It's hilarious. You guys should check it out.
There was a comment that I mentioned to you. So it said, so there's 3 people. It was Kimina, Yukika, and then there's this guy who's a former pro gamer, I think, right?
Minter, yeah.
Yeah. I think the comment was Kimina, sociopath. Yukika, psychopath. The gamer guy, pass. That was the comment I saw.
Shout out to Kim Min-chul. He had such a difficult time.
Oh, he was getting
Struggling
wrecked
between
from what I could tell.
He's like, this is how you play this character, and they're both like, no, or we're not gonna play. No. They're like, no, I'm gonna run away. I'm not gonna take this yet.
They were also teaching Yukika how to curse at the production team. I saw at one point.
No, they didn't need to teach her that. She's just already naturally good at that.
That's true.
She swears really well. I'm not gonna lie. It's very like a good kind of swearing. I think that's pretty much it. I think that's all I have. You're wearing a Twice t-shirt today.
The Twice Light shirt, because that's when we can go out and see concerts.
Oh man.
Sad face.
Good times.
I hope everyone's doing well. We'll see what happens if Anita can come back next week, but some things are going on behind the scenes. I don't know. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
I hope this episode didn't suck with just the 2 idiots. I know that The level of intelligence might have dipped a bit this episode, but deal with it.
Oh, big brain only. Big brain only.
Yep. Our one brain cell was worked very hard today. But this has been SojuTalk, your weekly shot of K-pop. It has been episode 84. We are your weekly shot of K-pop. I'm Doug. I would like to thank Warren for joining me today.
Yo.
And the lack of Anita, hello, was kind of sad. But we are going to have to say goodbye at this point. We'll see y'all next week when we cover a bunch of songs. Maybe Gongwon Sonyo, NCT Dream Fanatics, Astro Taeyeon. We'll see y'all then. Bye.
Goodbye.
Special shoutouts to our Fiesta patrons: Cypher, Gogu Mama, Jack, Jacob, Malfiar, NJ Parks, Pure K-pop Sound, Nab Wilson, Tier. Thank you for joining SojuTalk, your weekly shot of K-pop. And special thanks to our Discord server mods: Jacob, K-Music Erde, Malfiar, No Bias Nuna, Tuggles, V, and Wolf297.